Hi guys, Popcorn245 here, and today I'm going to tell you why I probably don't believe in all your conspiracy theories, man. So let's start with what a conspiracy theory is. So a lot of times a conspiracy theory is just a set of beliefs that somebody has about a series of events that can't be proven or disproven. And that's what makes them so tantalizing to engage with, as you might have known about this platform. So why? Well, a lot of times it's because there's somebody who is involved in it that wants to bury said truths, either to protect an image, to have some kind of financial gain, or to move some kind of plot into action. So that's the general kind of setup. And so there's a lot of really notable conspiracy theories, some which we know to be confirmed now, so they're no longer conspiracy theories. So why don't I believe in most conspiracy theories? What I find is like a lot of conspiracy theories have no actual benefactor. There is nobody who gains from that conspiracy theory, and that's why I have real trouble believing them. And so I'm not going to name any specific conspiracy theories because I don't want to actually call anybody out in this specific video, but I do want to help people broach the idea of which things they kind of believe and why they believe them, and give you maybe a set of tools that you can use to help kind of dissect them a little bit better. So now that we have kind of like what my base is for what I will believe in a conspiracy theory, what do I recommend and how can I explain certain things that happen that seem conspiratorial? So I think this one comes down to a lot of psychological research. So once you understand the way that our minds work, it kind of gets you more understanding of why conspiracy theories end up permeating as much as they do and why they're so easy to believe and hard to disprove. So the biggest thing is that a lot of times conspiracy theories work on the basis of breaking down a known truth. So it's using the unknown to actually attack the existing, real theory because they don't have enough information to actually build an actual case for this thing. So what they can do is just cause doubt in the other side of the equation so that you can bring more people to this way of thinking, right? And so that's generally another place where I can kind of see, oh, this thing isn't really actually about proving something. It's about trying to cause enough doubt to make other people believe that this is disproved. So I think that's a big piece of it. And then the other part of it is when you dig into the psychology of this, what you kind of find out is that there's a giant overlap between people that feel like they're powerless and have no purpose and people that want to believe conspiracy theories because it gives them some kind of hidden secret knowledge that no one else has. And it makes them feel like they aren't a sheep like everyone else that walks around. And so if you feel like you don't really have a purpose and that you don't have any kind of power, it makes it really tempting to kind of almost usurp your power to these invisible people that you made up in your head. And then also at the same time, it allows you to also feel somehow special because you're aware of all of the things that exist that other people can't see. And so those two things I think are heavily at play when we come to actually like talking about and dissecting these things. So what's the way out? How do we get from a world where we seemingly have more and more fake news and we can't seem to get a consensus on facts? Does this mean that we're kind of screwed when it comes to, information and what we can believe? I don't tend to believe so. I tend to think that, again, as long as you use some of these simple things, as far as who's the benefactor, are they trying to actually build a case to prove something, and do they have research and stuff to prove their thoughts, or is it just about breaking down the existing ideas to create doubt? And I think we've learned that very well with our media cycle, that if it's using fear in order to get you to believe something, that usually that thing is usually being driven by somebody who actually has an agenda. So fear is usually tied to an agenda, whereas real theories and real things usually are tied to some kind of passion and love and these different things. Not always the case. Obviously, these are just general rules of thumb, but hopefully it gives you a little bit better sense of like, 1, how you spot a conspiracy theory, 2, how not to get sucked in by it because you feel downtrodden, powerless, and feel like maybe they're just kind of poking holes in something that makes you feel good. And then 3, the idea that like a lot of the stuff that we have today that people kind of can make stuff up about, it's because they don't have a good enough depth of knowledge around the subject. And so my biggest answer to anyone to get out of any kind of belief that you're stuck in is to remain curious. And the biggest part of this channel is to help poke your mind a little bit and make us all curious and talk about the things that maybe we don't talk about or that become too polarizing. So speaking of polarizing, let me know what conspiracy theories you believe in the comments, and maybe I'll share a few of mine. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you tomorrow. 2, 4, 5, out.